Carnivore Diet saved my life. This is more than just a fad diet. This is more than just a way to lose weight. This diet literally saved my life. This video could save someone from years of pain. The younger Daniel needed this video. The one who went onto YouTube trying to better his life but got left with nothing but lies. I want to help at least one person who desperately needs help. That person who was misinformed, lied to by the health professions, and the health only kept getting worse. That's my vision. I don't really like the term diet. I'd rather call it a lifestyle or a way of eating, but it's not like any other diet. It doesn't focus on starving your body in order to lose weight or eating a bunch of leafy green salads until you feel sick. It involves reverting to our ancestral way of eating to cure physical and mental illness. This consists of only eating animal foods and eating until you are full and satiated. Now, this is a bit of a background of my life and the impact it's had on me and how I found this diet. So, I've always grew up, I've been an extremely sporty kid. I've lived and breathed soccer. Soccer was my thing. It wasn't until age 15 when I first experienced my first physical impairment. A so-called specialist prescribed me with orthotics. Now, these orthotics were to stop my feet from rolling in because I had really bad mechanics in my feet, which is fair enough. Little did I know that they were poorly prescribed, and this would lead to a major problem for the rest of my life, when till this day I'm still not able to run without pain. My goals were to play professional soccer, and I couldn't do that with this foot condition. Now, I knew exercise was really good for my mental health, and I loved it. However, I had to stop. So I looked for something new to replace this sort of, this therapy for me. So around age 16, I started going to the gym with some friends, and it genuinely became therapy for me. I fell in love with the process, and my life revolved around this lifestyle, training 6 times a week, tracking all my calories, and sleeping really well. I mean, there's really no better way to relieve your stress and anger in life than pulling 160 kilograms of iron out of the ground. At this time, I wasn't educated on nutrition and followed all the fitness influencers on YouTube who suggested that calories in versus calories out was the way, and it's the only thing that matters as long as you hit your macros. And it did work. It worked in the short term at least. I gained a ton of muscle. I think I went from 66 kilos to 82. A lot of fat, but then I was really skinny. I didn't really care too much. And I looked better than ever before, physically at least. However, I was still eating a lot of processed foods because I was told that as long as it's carbs, it doesn't matter, Ice cream or vegetables is still carbs. I was told that, and it didn't matter if it's refined grains, if it's processed or complex carbs, if it's got seed oils, All the fitness influencers told me that as long as you hit your protein and your macros, you can eat whatever you want. So I took this advice, and I've got a very obsessive personality, so when I take advice, I take it fully and 100%. And my skin and mental health started to deteriorate. Things started spiraling really bad down from there. I had horrible cystic acne all over my face. As you can see, I still have a little bit of scars here, and got told that there was no way to fix your skin except to go on this evil drug called Accutane. After taking this drug for a while, every time I would increase the dose, I would get stress fractures in my shins, so I couldn't even walk, and my shoulders would really start to hurt. Now, the doctors told me not to worry about it, but it ended up making my joints so sensitive that while bench pressing, I ended up tearing both of my shoulders at the gym, and I've had to undergo multiple surgeries since, with really long recovery periods. Now, since this injury, my shoulders will never be the same, and till this day, I'm still suffering from chronic pain, and I haven't been able to go back to the gym yet. Great, I couldn't run, lift weights, or play any sports, so in my eyes, I was basically helpless. The thing that was therapy for me was taken away from me, and I had to look otherwise for help. My mental health took a toll, ADHD symptoms worsened, and depression got worse. I diligently did what they said every day. I did all my rehab for the last 2 years, and I did everything I possibly could to fix my health, and nothing seemed to work. Now, with my personality, now if you know me, I don't like to believe everything I'm told, and I'm always looking for a solution. I never give up. No matter what they tell me, I always find a way to keep trying. So I did. I reached an all-time low, and the doctors did not know how to fix me besides throwing pills at me, like SSRIs such as antidepressants or Lexapro, and ADHD meds like Ritalin, Adderall, Vyvanse. Now, these were terrible. Now, I was down bad. I had a serious binge eating problems. I was fat, diagnosed with chronic pain, major depressive disorder, and ADHD. The last 2 years I've been searching for help, and I knew about the self-help space, but recently it all hit me. Something was missing. The doctors never ever talked about nutrition. Logically speaking, the food that you put into your body is going to affect how you feel and the state of your health. It makes sense. I always knew that processed food like Macca's is bad for you, but I didn't really understand why. And I knew to hit your 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight, to build muscle. But it was very basic, and I really wanted to understand it for my health because I wanted to take responsibility for my life. A friend showed me a few videos of Dr. Jason Fung where he talked about water fasting and ketogenic diets for mental benefits and weight loss. So I looked into it a little bit and I saw the astounding studies that prove ketogenic diets have similar or even better results than psychiatric medications. This shocked me. This changed my view on everything. I dig deep into this rabbit hole and found myself stumbling upon the carnivore diet or zero carb diet. I saw people like Jordan and Michaela Peterson on this diet or on this way of eating, and thousands of people's lives changed with similar stories to mine, and it gave me hope. No one I knew was on it. However, I was so pissed off with my situation, so I tried it. I got questioned by everyone, my family, my friends, my doctors, everyone. But I knew in order to grow, I had to take a risk. So the last 2 months, I began eating only animal products, educating myself about real nutrition, listening to people like Anthony Chaffee, Paul Saladino, people who actually know who they're talking about, and wow, I've never looked back. Depression, non-existent. ADHD, severely reduced. Energy levels through the roof, it's unbelievable. I've lost literally 20 kilos in the last 2 months. Like they suggest you should lose half a kilo a week or 2 kilos a month, and I've lost 20 kilos in the last 2 months without just been eating till I'm full. I haven't been starving myself. I've been feeling great. My skin is the best it's ever been, and if you've ever suffered from skin problems, it makes you even more grateful when you have clear skin, because your whole life you've had bad skin. My sleep is amazing. I don't need much sleep. I'm always energetic, and I was always tired before. My mood is stable. I don't experience any mood swings. Cooking is so easy. It only takes 5 minutes. I go to the grocery store, get my butter, get my beef, come home, cook it. It doesn't take long. And last but not least, my inflammation is massively reduced. My shoulders are way less inflamed, and the chronic pain I get is now way more manageable. Last but not least, for the first time in a year, I can walk again without pain. It is a literal miracle. The inflammation in my body has settled, and now my body is starting to return to its natural human health. Now, don't get me wrong, it hasn't 100% cured all my conditions, like my foot condition and my shoulder condition, which I'm still seeing specialists for, but I've only been on it for 2 months, and it's given me the building blocks to move forward and the mental stability to keep working hard on fixing my life. Now, try this diet for 30 days. You won't regret it. I haven't heard anyone that actually got worse from eating this way. Everyone I know has only had positive results from this diet. I mean, every YouTube channel I go on, when they talk about carnivore, I scroll to the comments and it's all these people saying they experience all these benefits. I had all my bloods done and it's all really good as well. Now, obviously, I'm grateful for what I went through, because for that I found my purpose. It has given me my career path, and I'm studying physiotherapy at uni next year. And without this pain, I would have never even thought about starting a YouTube channel with my mate. Now, I really hope this video can help save someone's time, money, pain, and suffering, whilst giving them hope for a better life outside of what they are told is possible.